Welcome to the Morning Walk Podcast. With each engaging, entertaining, and eclectic episode, along with a few special guests, we'll explore the ever-changing world of television, streaming series, films, and even current events. Because we're open-minded and embrace a diverse audience, the entertainment factor is over the top. And now your host, Mr. Unstoppable, aka Mr. Make It Happen, Don Gregory, with special guest, Belle Landis.
I don't want to say freaking me out, but it's just blowing my mind that you could cough hard. You know those people who could cough hard enough and break their ribs?
Yes.
Know that, little bro. I did not know that.
Yeah, because when you cough, it's extremely violent, and it's tough on the body too. So I don't think it's something it's not out of the question what you're saying.
Right.
So other than that, how you been feeling?
I'm feeling. I'm about 80%. I'm getting there.
Good.
I feel better than I did yesterday.
Yeah, you'll stay away from that. You'll stay away from that seafood now, huh?
Yo, that restaurant. Period. And no more sushi. I'm good. Yep.
What kind of sushi did you have again?
I had a spicy roll, a tuna spicy roll. I don't even know what the other stuff was. Beyond, I think one of them was salmon and some kind of. It was all of them got rice in it, but it had something in it that like a lemon or something. I forget what it was. I tasted one and just was like, oh, that's good. Let me just taste this one and this one and this one and this. I just tried one of everything.
So
are you laughing at me?
Yeah, because essentially you acted a fool.
Yeah. Yeah, don't make me laugh.
It is what it is.
To you, Father, in your holy precious name, amen, amen, and amen.
Amen. So, did you get a chance to watch Power?
Yes. Let
me ask you a question. So, who's your favorite character on there?
On Power?
Yeah, Power Book 2, not the old one, just Power Book 2.
I know, let me think. Who's my favorite? Whew. I gotta be honest, if I have to say right now, Tariq my favorite.
And that's the crazy thing about that show, because like we talked about before, we didn't even think he could pull it off. I know I didn't think he could even pull it off. I thought that the show was going to be whack, but I think they did an excellent job of assembling people around him to make it more interesting for you to want to actually watch the show.
A good supporting cast,
supporting cast. So if it wasn't for that, but after that, now I'm used to the character. I'm used to him, and I know kind of like what some of his better attributes are. So it's like he always got a plan. He always thinking on his feet. He always getting himself out of a jam.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you want to be honest, and this is just my opinion, I think he's better at it than his father was.
Yep.
Because
he said it. He said, if somebody says you like your father, he said, no, I'm smarter than my father was.
Right. So, I've seen Ghost get himself in the jam, and he'll just shoot his way out. He'll kill a nigga, like just kill a nigga. He won't. He does. He's like I would say like he's like a watered down version of Tariq.
Of who?
Tariq. That's his name on the. That's
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's a watered down version. Like because Tariq he'll like, so to give you an example, just to show, I forget the guy's name. It's like SPJ or something like that.
Yeah.
He essentially talks him into blackmailing Braden's people.
Right.
Like that was, and all in that process, getting everybody money back. At least anybody money that mattered to him. So his own money and the Tejada's money.
Right.
So that's a good, like that's a, I don't know if Ghost would have came up with something like that. Ghost would have went in there on some shake you down type shit. Like you're gonna, with a gun in hand, you're gonna give me my money back, or it's not gonna be good for you. Yeah. So
the Ghost was good for coming through he was good for coming through that window. Wee hours in the morning with them black gloves on, man. You see him putting them gloves on, somebody getting got.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And you're right, I never thought of that. He was more hands-on brutal with his shit. His son is more, he quick with his mind.
Yeah, and see, on the opposite side of that coin, Ghost knew how to handle himself. He'll fuck you up. Like on a one-on-one, like you might be in trouble. Whereas though Tyreek ain't got none of that. Tyreek ain't got none of that. We've seen Tyreek get his ass whipped like multiple times.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was in not this week's episode. I think it was like episode 8 where he beats Braden up. I was just like,
and then Braden started fucking him up though.
Right, but I was just surprised to see him take that approach because he normally doesn't take that approach. He's normally like, let's talk it out, or but he just went right. As soon as he got a hold of Braden, he started tuning him up.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit surprised to see him take that approach with Braden, just knowing that I don't really think Tariq is a fighter, or his character's not a fighter.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but his mind make up for all of that though. He's dealing with Noma now. Them people they'll kill you as soon as pour a glass of water. Won't think twice about it. And he done got her to calm down a few fucking times. Tyreek.
Yeah, we haven't seen her we haven't seen her in an episode, I think. At least an episode.
Yeah, it's been like 2 episodes we haven't seen her yet.
So got that going on.
Then when he came up with that plan to give up Effie, that shit was crazy, man. I was like, come on, Method Man, shake that shit off. Let's do what you do, nigga. Yeah. And he went in there and he hooked that shit up, spilled that coffee on Sax so he get out the room because he didn't want her saying anything in front of Sax. Like, he was ready to give it to Sax, though. He was going to shoot him, and Tyreek wasn't he might have shot that nigga.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. I mean, the street came out in him. He, he showed where he was from.
Right.
What's Method's main character name in Power?
Something with a D. I can't remember. Wow, let me look it up. Because I should know that because I like him too. Okay.
Because that is a good question.
Davis McClain.
Davis. All right, so Davis, his street side, because you can tell he's from the street, because he did some sucker shit when he was younger. That's how his brother wound up in jail.
Right.
And because I don't even want to talk about Sax until the end. Like, I want to touch on everything else except Sax. We'll hold it. Anyway, yeah. So the street side of him came out. He definitely let it be known, like, I'm street. Like, when he went for he just all that lawyer crap went out the window. He went straight for the tool. It was going after him for ratting, because think about it, he was trying to tear his whole business down. Sax was. Sax was trying to tear his whole business down. He trying to get him involved in the RICO.
Like, you put this white motherfucker, you gonna take my shit.
Yeah, that's what he was gonna do. Exactly what he was gonna do. It wasn't gonna be any games being played on that one.
Tyreek was like, calm down. You do this, it's gonna make it worse. Listen, I got a plan. Well, Tyreek say he got a plan. Yeah, nigga, calm down and listen, because it's gonna work. Tyreek got a plan.
All that shit on. And you know what? As far as Effie goes, the way it made it looked like he might have been a little bit salty too. They done broke up. She did some sucker shit. And then, not to mention the fact, I mean, it might have just been me, but I found her and Kane a little weird.
I wasn't feeling that. I fast forwarded through that shit. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not saying Kane is. I think Kane to me is playing a older character. He's not old. Like he's to me. He is in his mid to late 20s. So it might be okay, because maybe Effie is playing maybe 21, 22.
Yeah, because they in college, so she gotta, at least she over 19. She gotta be over 19.
So she's definitely legal. It was him. He just looked too old to be on her.
To be fucking her, yeah.
Like, as far as, and this is just my own, everybody's opinion is different, but this is just my opinion.
And I think why.
He just, hold on a second here. He just looks too old for her. So I even felt like, I was like, let me get past this, because I didn't really like the way it looked. You know what I mean? And I think it got to do with her look, very young, her body type, very young. Tyreek, we watched him grow up, so we know he young.
Right.
Because he was like, when all this shit happened with his dad and all that, he was young. So to me, Tyreek, he's probably older in real life, or Michael Rainey, the guy that plays Tyreek, is probably older in real life, but I think he's playing definitely a younger character, like 19, 20, probably tops.
Right.
Because he just got out of high school. But go ahead, what was your
Right.
thought?
Mm-hmm. And I think I was going to say, I think that's why they made her the initiator. Like it was kind of like she seduced him, to make it go down a little easier. It still didn't work for me, but I felt where they was coming from.
Yeah, I
agree. Yeah. That way when he wouldn't seem so creepy, because she put the moves on him, because paying that tuition hit the right spot, man. That shit hit the right spot. That bitch wasn't so tough when you paid that tuition. That nigga know what he doing.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. She melted. And I was like, she melted. I can't say nothing else, but she melted. She was all like, Well, I think it was. I'm gonna tell you what I think. It was a combination of him paying the tuition. It seemed in her eyes, I think, that it was a genuine act. It was just genuine. Like, he don't want nothing from me. He just wants to look out for me. 2, he did break her off to, some product to sell, right?
Right.
And then when you compound all of that on Tyreek breaking up with her.
Right.
Because I already know, because when women deal with somebody in your circle, it's just designed to hurt you. That's it. It's not nothing else. It's just designed to hurt you.
Yeah, because even he did have that salty look on his face when Kane left, and Mary was like, I don't give a fuck who fucking who, nigga. We gotta worry about these cops coming after us, but I was feeling it's just. And when she, not so much Tyreek, but I'm feeling her, I guess, because I'm another woman. I've been there, she on a rebound. She just don't know. You just using him to heal the scars that Tyreek left, because you hurt him. He took her out in the woods and told that bitch to walk back. Fuck that, walk back. I was like, that ain't even like Tyreek, because he is a gentleman with the ladies. He a gentleman,
Yeah, but she did some distrustful shit. Knocked that girl off, never told him, or allegedly knocked that girl off and never told him.
Yeah.
Even though I know they had their reasons, and they like, you wasn't soft or nothing, you wasn't. But if they would have did what he asked them to do, which is to take her, he asked Brayden to do it. First of all, take it, out of state. Here's some money. Go live your life. If they would have done that, they wouldn't be in this whole RICO jam to begin with.
Yep.
Because she, they tried to kill her. Of course, she gonna go to the cops. Blah blah blah, and it just took off from there. But even if she had went out of town for a while, maybe 6-7 months, then decided, oh, I miss my family, and she had came back home, at the very least, what would have happened is somebody would have saw her, whacked her, and then it would have been over with.
Right.
And when I say somebody, I mean Kane, or it's not, her name's not Monet, is it? Yes, Monet. Why am I thinking Monet?
Oh, Monet definitely wouldn't have had a problem knocking that bitch off.
Right, so somebody would have, got the word that she was out, that she was in the streets, and she needed to go, and she would have got. That would have been it.
It was something else. Oh, and then I just thought about it. You was sleeping fucking Kane, and this nigga was the one that told him to fucking kill you. He was down with killing your ass.
Was he?
Because Kane was, yeah.
Wow.
Because he told Tyreek, you didn't have enough guts to do it. The white boy ain't have enough guts to do it. So we had to do what we had to do.
Ho.
Because it was all about her being a snitch. Yeah.
Right. Take a step back. Are you talking about Effie, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren. She didn't mess around with Kane.
No, I said Kane was part of taking Lauren out.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm talking about he fucking. Oh yeah, I got him mixed up for a minute. That's right. You're right.
Yeah, you confused me for a minute. I was like, wait, did that happen? Was that the show I missed?
And then when they brought him out, and she was like, yeah, that's the bitch that tried to kill me. I know that's right.
She took the fall for all that shit. She took the fall.
And that's why. And his plan came together like he wanted it. They wanted her to get put in the eye of the cops, so that way, that's the bitch tried to kill me. Him and Lauren hooked that shit up.
Yeah, she was the sacrificial lamb.
Right.
Technically, you know what I mean? And, hey, oh yeah, you want to fuck around with Kane? Well, this is what you get.
Yup. And I was like, when he found out they was setting her up, I was like, I hope this nigga don't go try and save this bitch because he fucking her, man. Come on. I was really hoping that wasn't the case.
Yeah, like
Please.
Tay, shut up, man. Do you really
Right?
trust him? You a whole
Right?
simp. Worry about
Yup.
hiding in the bathroom, and you a whole simp on the phone. Like, you really
Yup.
trust him? Shut up, man. You sound like a whole clown.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
You know one of the
Jealous
funniest.
ass.
You know one of the funniest parts of the show for me is when
Right.
after Tyreek convinced that guy to shake Brayton Peoples down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they was all sitting in the office, and the guy JSP, whatever his name, he was running it down. He's running the terms down. He was like, "You're gonna pay me back my money, blah blah blah." And then the boy gonna look at Tyreek, meaning Brayton people gonna look at Tyreek. Like, "You think this is the hood?" And Tyreek was like,
Yeah.
"The whole world is the hood, nigga.
The
Shut
hood.
the fuck up."
Yeah. The whole
Look,
world
Lil
is
over
my
here laughing. We
man.
watching this shit. Lil laughing like, because it was the way he said it. It was like, shut the fuck up. It was like some real shit. Like, it's like all the respect is gone.
Yeah.
After he
The
found
whole
out
world
it was a
is the
Ponzi
hood.
scheme,
Yeah. The
it's
whole
over.
world is hood.
Their whole
Yeah.
company is a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, and they've been keeping this shit going for decades. How
Yeah,
the fuck? Like, white people are diabolical, I'm telling you.
yeah.
What kind of money and power? They'll do whatever they have to do. They've thrown, ooh. And you know what? If Tyreek hadn't made that thing to get their money, Johannes would have took them motherfuckers out. Fuck
Yeah.
it, I ain't get my money, they all dying. Mary would have took all them niggas out.
Not to mention, like, that was it when she showed up at the country club. That was a show of force right there. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
to let them know. Yeah.
like, yo, you
Yeah.
know, you gonna give my money or you gonna get something else.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Right in front of his boy.
Mm-hmm.
Sat down, drunk his drink and everything. Don't give a fuck. You better give me my money, nigga.
Yeah.
Ain't no joke. I'm Mary J. fucking Blige. What's her name? Da-da-da Tahada. Give me my
Yeah.
fucking money.
Yeah.
And Tyreek put his whole trust fund in that company.
Yeah, he need his money back. You trying to?
Yeah, 'cause
That
that's
was
all he
terrible.
got to live on. Yeah.
And that's what he going to school for. That whole shebang bang. You know what I mean? Like
It's
that whole
so he can
thing.
get his tuition, his inheritance.
Not only
His
did
dad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, not only did he put his whole trust fund in there, but he sold a building or something like that his dad had and put that money in there too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, Ghost left him a building or something. Yeah.
Yeah. But then, he had his qualms with his son, but he looked out for him. Yes, he
Yeah, he
did.
did the right thing. You know, he did the right thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have been like, you know, because he was talking, before he goes past, they had they knocked down drag outs.
Yeah.
So that would be enough for a lot of people to be turned off and say, nah, I'm not fucking
Leave
with
him
you like
shit.
that.
Change the will.
Yeah, change it up. Change this. Leave it all to my daughter. Leave it all to somebody else. Leave it to charity. Yeah.
Yep. But they did. So let's talk about fucking Sack.
Go ahead,
was
talk
so
about it.
satisfying. It's so satisfying.
So
I was
hold
like,
on before you get right into it. Let me ask
Okay.
you. Did you think it was going to end the way it ended? I thought
No.
I thought he was. I thought he would be saved or something would happen. Let me ask you.
Oh, you mean while it was happening?
Yeah,
No,
I
I knew this. I knew he was gonna get got. I knew because he had to go. He had to go.
Yeah.
Some characters in these shows, they get to a point where you just be like, when they gonna knock this nigga off? Like, is he in the way? He gotta go. Like, it's inevitable. So when y'all gonna do it?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you who next. One of them women detectives, either the district attorney or that other bitch, the bitch that burns sex. I hope she get it right between the eyes.
All right. So that's who you calling. All right. So hold on.
Yep.
You gotta be very specific on who you think
Okay.
will get it next. Who?
Okay. I think. Okay, can I put it this way? I think it's going to be the one who Sax was sleeping with. But they might do a twist turn kind of thing, and it'll be the district attorney who get done first. But I think it's going to be the bitch who burns Sax. That's my vote, her.
All right. So just to go exact opposite of you, I think it's the DA agent. I forget her name. We had to go back and find out what her name is, but the DA agent, the one that was the one that brought Effie out to the car.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think she's gonna get it next, just because she seemed like low hanging fruit more so than that.
Oh,
that DA
okay,
like,
yeah.
She seemed like she more on the street, and then again, we could both be wrong. Who knows? Who might get it next? But Sax, he had to go with his ratting ass. He had to go. I'm cool with him going. I'm cool with him.
Yeah, his time was up because he was beating both drums at the same time. Something had to happen, you know.
I'm okay with him getting it.
Because if Tyreek and them hadn't killed him, I wouldn't put it past that white bitch to set him up, get him locked up for some shit.
Yeah.
Because she got the power to do it.
Hell yeah! You mean the DA chick?
No, not the one he was fucking.
The DA chick. Yeah, that DA.
Yeah.
She is. And I hope she is a DA. I want to make sure we getting.
Yeah, I think she's a district attorney, and the other one is this drug enforcement agent or something like that.
DEA,
yeah, DEA. Yeah, but man, I was happy. And then, you know, and it was a fitting scene. Like, it just tied the bow on the whole thing because, you know, the brother came and told me the program was working and shit, but kind of found he was lying. So he only had a month to live, and I knew. When he said we both free, this nigga gonna off himself. Cause he, you know, he felt like I ain't got that much time to go. Let me save my brother once again.
Right.
And just take my stuff out, you know?
Not to mention the fact, I think his brother was dealing with some other stuff too. Like, first of all, I don't even think his brother really was, he really wasn't really looking forward to coming home anyway. He seemed like he was just cool, you know, and this is just from what I gathered from watching previous episodes. He looked like he was okay with being in there. Like, this is my life. I'm not getting out. I'm not worried about it no more. But
he accepted his fate.
Yeah, but you know, they kind of got his hopes up high with that treatment or that, you know, that clinical trial, whatever it was that he, you know, might be able to live. Then when he found out that shit ain't working, he's like, oh man. And then Sax was his out. Yeah, Sax was his out. So if Sax, you know, now finding out that Sax was a rat, his out is gone. He might have to go back. So instead of going back, and Sax running around, he doing what he want to do. Might as well get him up out of here.
Yeah, you know what? I just remembered that. You're right, because if Sax, if that DA had a call, because it ain't beneath her to put him on the stand like a criminal informant, bust his whole shit up to make her case. She don't care. So it would have eventually got back to Davis, and it would, you know, what they did to get his brother. It would have been a whole big mess. So. He did. I'm not going to say he did the right thing because, you know, he took somebody's life, but I understand where he was coming from. I would never go this far, but I understand where he's coming from. Fuck it. I want to die anyway. Ain't nothing left for me. I got a month to live at the most. And this nigga's fucking with my family, like, you know what I mean? So it was all just tied up in a nice neat bow. And he shot that motherfucker right in the heart. Wasn't no mistaking. He ain't living through that.
No, wasn't living through that.
I seen that red dot. I was like, yes, thank you, finally. I knew when he came up from behind the car. He's like, come on, let's drive. That nigga wasn't playing like his whole thing. That scene for his brother, the guy who was playing his brother, he did a particularly great, it was a great, awesome, intensifying moment. Just looking at his facial expression when he was telling that nigga, let's go. With that gun to his head, like, we gonna handle this. This is over for you now. It's over for both. It's just the way his face looked. Like, it was a small moment, but I liked that scene. It was a real strong scene for me. Like, you know, I'm taking care of this shit. It's over. Like, he meant business. Like, nigga, start this car. Let's go. Text trying to tell, listen, we don't have to do that. Start the car up. Let's go. Like, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. It's over for you. Let's go.
Yeah, it was over for him.
Yep. That's what he get, pussy ass motherfucker. Because he, you know, he started snitching because he was drowning in the pussy. That's what that was. Because he was falling in love with that woman.
Yeah. That DA.
She was using him the whole time.
Yeah. Played him out.
Yep.
She went
but
hard
he was really in love with her. Yep. And she need to get hers just because she did him. And I don't like sex, but you a dirty bitch. You need to get yours. Just for how you doing him. And then you like a mosquito. Leave the child alone, bitch. Like, go find somebody else to fuck with. But, you know, it's part of the program. You know, they got to be who they are. So, but I just don't like when cops are dog. Like, when I was watching American Gangster. You know, that cop who went after Denzel character, like, I ain't like him. Nigga, why are you these cops got such a hard on for certain people. Leave that man, leave Denzel alone.
He was hating?
Yeah. Leave my baby alone.
Russell Crowe. He was hating there.
Yeah.
Went at them hard. Yeah.
He ruined his marriage to go after this nigga.
Yeah.
But messed up with his kid to go after this nigga.
Didn't care either. Did not
Nope.
care.
Nope. He did try to fight it. He called himself half-ass fighting because they was in the court. I remember they went to court
Yeah.
because the wife wanted to get married and take, go somewhere and start her life over. She tired of this shit. And I think he lost to some. After that, he like, fuck it, go ahead, take him. Fuck
Yeah.
it. But it all was started. The catalyst was you going after Denzel. I forget the character he played, but Bumpy Johnson. Because I read up a lot on Bumpy Johnson. I watched his autobiography on Prime. Like he was talking about this, that, and like the real Bumpy Johnson.
Right.
It was really cool, but nobody played that part like Denzel. They picked the right nigga to play that, man. They did. He missed out on so much. Life is so unfair sometimes, man. It really is.
Well, who we talking about now?
Really is. Talking about Denzel, man. Like that nigga been acting. Out of his movies, I've seen him, man. I didn't even know he was acting then. Like this skinny young boy. Is that Denzel?
Yeah.
He been doing a lot, and he's grown a lot as an actor. And if somebody like me can see that, it's some fishy shit going on with these Oscars and shit.
That's true. That's true.
That
Can't
man
say
done put in
about it.
some work. Yeah. And know what else? You ain't see, he ain't smacking nobody. He ain't got no open marriage. He's still married to that same woman. And guess what? She ain't no Halle Berry.
No.
Now, I ain't saying he ain't have his indiscretions. He a man, hey. But you don't hear it. What's the worst thing you ever heard about Denzel in the news on TMZ or some shit?
Yeah. Allegedly,
exactly.
He never did too much of nothing, so I agree.
Exactly. So he deserved it just because the nigga, stand-up nigga, he aired y'all, should gave him an award. Fuck y'all doing over there?
Yeah, he definitely got yerked a couple times. Like I say, Hurricane, he should have got one. Malcolm X, he should have got one.
Woo,
probably
yeah.
Probably the last one he should have got. I mean, I'm glad he got an Oscar, but Training Day was probably out of all those performances, not movie-wise, but because if I had to watch him, if I had to watch a movie of his over and over between the three, it would be Training Day. But
right.
Performance-wise and for what it was, I think the other two he should have got the Oscar for first. But
I just go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then Fences, I just think that was a good performance by everybody that was in it.
Oh yeah, especially
Fences.
that one who played his wife. I love her in anything. I would watch it because she in it. I like her. Get away with. Ain't she the same one? Get away with murder. Yeah, I love her. Yeah, I see them big lips. I be like, okay.
Yeah, she definitely a sister, the Woman King. Hold on, what's her name? We gotta find out what her name is. We can't be calling her that.
It's gonna be something right on the tip of your tongue, cause I know it, but.
Is it Woman King, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should have just said Woman King cast. We supposed to know her name.
Right.
Viola Davis.
I knew it. Viola
Davis.
Davis. Yeah. I love me some Viola Davis, honey, because How to Get Away with Murder introduced her to my life. I love that bitch.
Yeah.
And what was it? And going back to Denzel, I would watch. It would be a hard choice for me because if I had to pick a movie to watch over and over again, I would love it to be Training Day, but I think it would be hard for me to choose between Training Day and Malcolm X because Malcolm X is that's one of my top 10. And he's one of my most favorite Denzel movies is Malcolm X because just the way he transformed into that nigga, it's like you really looking at Malcolm fucking X.
Right. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was saying, I saw some fucked up shit on the internet.
Man.
So, all right. So this woman, young girl, and I forget the name of her school and all that. I'm gonna have to go back and get some information on her, but I'll give you at a high level. So she was going from one bar to another bar. And I think it was like it was full. She was going from one bar to this bar called Full Throttle. And this woman hit two people, right?
Well, car.
with her car and killed him. Allegedly killed him.
Mm-mm-mm.
And you got to see the entire video, right? She acts
Mm-hmm.
like she does not care. Like she acts like she does not care. You could tell she either super high and drunk. No, she just super on something. I just don't know what. Just super high. Just out of her mind. Just like just
Oh.
like it's not really somebody who. She doesn't come across like somebody who cares about what she
Right.
just did. As a matter of fact, when they told her she hit somebody, she's like, I only hit one. I only hit one person.
Like,
Yeah,
oops.
yeah, that's how
Oh
she is
my
acting.
God.
Yeah, but she did. I don't know if she has been sentenced yet, but I know she pled guilty to it. I just saw that on the internet too. She pled guilty to it, but I think it was the damning evidence of her in the aftermath of it when she was talking to the cops when she was in the hospital. They took her to
Yeah.
the hospital because her nonchalant attitude about the whole thing, even her mugshot, she's smirking.
Yeah, the jury would have threw her under the jail,
Yeah,
man. They probably made a deal with her. He's like, all right, I did it. I'll make a deal. And I don't like that deal shit sometimes. Because I feel like, fuck that. Hang that nigga. What the fuck you mean, let's take a deal? They brutally murdered somebody and they get an out for plea for 10 years, 15 years? No.
sorry about that.
So I got one for you that I saw on YouTube.
Okay.
And it was just posted like a week ago. This woman called the police and reported her 5-year-old daughter missing. Cute, beautiful, oh girl, looks beautiful little girl. And what happened was her mother is Spanish or something. The father is white. And they just had a little tryst that she got pregnant and had the baby. So he went to court and got custody of the baby because she was wilding out, drugs, people in her house, shit like that. So the court gave him, it has to be something deep because the court gave him custody.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the little girl for like 3 years. And he saw the mom trying to get herself together and all that. And she was like, I just want to be a mom, blah blah blah. So he went on and let the little girl go stay with her. Honey, this little girl called the cops and reported the little girl missing. The cops felt like something was fishy as soon as they got there. They had recordings of the guy who took the little girl. They had recordings of him carrying her upstairs in an elevator in a hotel room in her little blanket and shit. And she woke, and he carrying her like a little baby doll. You just see this baby with him. She only 5, little thing. So anyway, come to find out, because I'll give you all the details, but make a long story short, the mom sold the little girl to him because she owed him $200. So the headlines they say mom pimped daughter to death because he took the little girl in the hotel room. He fucked the little girl, killed the little girl, and through her body they found her in a grown man's t-shirt with nothing on but a t-shirt, a grown person's t-shirt, thrown away in a bunch of in an area where hunters go, field dress they deer, like they shoot deer, they cut them open, cut their guts. That's where they found their little baby at. Yeah. Horrible. Horrible. And the mom got a deal. She took an Alfred plea and got like 12 years or some shit like that. The guy who did it, of course, he got life or some shit like that. But it just, even life, it don't compare to what they did. Like, I don't know if it's passion in me or hate, but they gotta feel, no, strap that nigga in a chair and torture his ass till he died. He tortured that baby. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like, you
terrible.
ever seen that movie called Hostage or Captive or something? With the guy killed these the guy from them is in it, the black guy. Their daughters are best friends and they get kidnapped and murdered. And him and I forget who played the lead role, it's a white guy. But him and the black guy neighbors and their daughters is best friends. Some pervert took their daughters and killed them, they raped them, all that shit. So they was following the court case. They was going every day and they was plotting. If we could do this, we could do this to him. Yeah, I would love to do this to him. So they staked out, found out when they was going to transfer the mother.
If they can, who were they talking about doing something to?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it first. The guy who killed their daughters, they got together. We're going to figure out when they going to, because he got off light,
Oh,
they felt like.
you're talking about you. It's not.
Prisoner or something like that.
No, that must. It was one. And you've seen it already, so I'm not giving anything away. It was a movie sounds similar to that had Samuel L. Jackson in it, and
No, it wasn't Samuel Jackson.
okay.
So anyway, they figure out when the guy get transferred to prison and all that. Either that was the case, or they was transferring him and they got in a big, it was a big bus accident with all the prisoners on it, and the particular prisoner who killed their daughters. So when the white guy, they watching the news, him and his wife that morning, they see it's a bus crash. The prison, they looking for the prisoners, there's bodies everywhere. They presume everybody dead. So the wife and the husband, the white people, they go down to the accident after the cops clear shit, and they find the motherfucker who killed their daughter. He all fucked up. He can't move and shit, but they didn't find him in time. They found him first. They took that motherfucker back to their house and tortured him to death through the rest of the movie. They was doing all kind. It was so bad, I can't watch it again. I watched it once. I can't watch it again.
Yeah, you gotta find the name of the movie.
Yeah, let me see what it's called. First of all, I gotta find my Google thing. This is not my Google thing. This will look weird. What's it called? It just looks like this. Yeah, it's called The Prisoners. Keller Dover, Hugh Jackman, that's the white guy.
You know what? I don't remember this joint. I don't remember it. You know what? That sound. Yeah, go ahead, finish talking about it, because I saw that.
Yeah.
What happened was, I remember watching this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was, to me, what I didn't like about it was they had their kids just outside playing,
right,
by themselves or something like that. And the youngest daughter went somewhere that she wasn't supposed to go. Not that she went somewhere she wasn't supposed to go, but say they was like, don't, you go out, make sure you go out with her. And somebody somehow, some way, she slipped through the cracks and she wound up getting out the house and wound up playing somewhere unattended. In this case, it was a van or some shit. No, not a van, a camper. Yeah. I haven't watched that movie.
Terrence Howard and Viola Davis. They were the black girl's parents. Yeah.
Right.
Yup. And the way they tortured that motherfucker, I was like, I can't watch it no more. I sat through the movie though, because it came out in 2013. I remember. We was living on Veronica Road then, because I think Juwan and them was all over. And I remember watching, I was like, I don't want them to see this shit, and they kept knocking on my door and shit. I remember that night, it was summer, but I watched it, and man, I was shook. It's like Lovely Bones. I can't watch it again. All right, I got through the first one. I can't watch it again. I'm good. But they did what everybody say they would do, but I don't know. I know the movie, but to watch it all play out, I don't think I could do that to another human being. Like, oh.
Yeah, you probably could. When it comes to your kids, you could. Anybody
They
could.
fucked that nigga up, honey. Yes, they did. They was smiling on some of the shit, laughing. Why tell me? I think I'm gonna cut this part off next. Like,
yeah, because once you win it, you win it.
Yeah.
They took something away from you. You know what I mean? And this, you're not gonna get it back. But this is like, somehow this just makes you feel. Probably would make
a little bit, but yeah, you could cope with it. Yeah. Kind of like being in the fight. Yeah, that nigga beat me up, but I blacked his eye so bad he can't see out of it. That kind of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you know what? This is a blessing.
Thanks for listening in while we explore the vast world of entertainment and current affairs. And with just a simple click to subscribe, you'll be invited back to hear just what topic is in the queue. See you next time.